guys, welcome back to my channel. You came back. In this week's video, what I have for you is a first impression and review of Tomicca liquids. You can get them off Amazon. They're like $10. So I decided to try them because I know a little while back they were pretty popular. So I wanted to see what they were all about. So if that is something that you're into seeing, go ahead and stick around and let's get into it. Hello, welcome back. Okay, so the colors that I have is Igel Raindrop. This is Revel's Breezeway and Revel Twilight. They wrote it on it because I got this in PR from Revel when I was an affiliate and they hadn't made the stickers for the bottom yet, so that's why it says it like that, but that's what that is. And yeah, so we're gonna do a first impression of Tomicca liquids. I haven't even opened this box yet. And I don't have any Tomicca powders, that's why I'm just gonna do liquids with Revel powders. Honestly, like, I haven't found any powders that I have thought were like bad yet, so. And this is like, these are like $10 on Amazon, so hopefully they're good. This is the 2-step base top coat and activator. And yeah, we're just gonna go for it. We're gonna do like a regular ass thing that I always do. So I always start with like the lighter colors. And I think what I'm gonna do is dark glitter, light and an ombre, and then the light and then the dark again. So I'm gonna do these two fingers with the light first. I'm gonna do the dip of clear on this one before I do glitter because I do find that that helps. It helps with removal. We got a wonky brush. See that little sticking out there? I might cut that off, I think. Maybe I won't. Try and make it work. Just don't want to ruin my scissors. This seems very thin though, so that's good. So we're just gonna start with an apex. Just strip down the middle. And they're not like super fast drying. So far, it's hard to tell this quickly, but. Okay. I've got to cut that off. If I ruin my scissors, I'll just get more scissors, I suppose. And I 100% do not ever recommend tipping your brushes like upside down because that's how base gets up in the top part and then your lids can glue shut and then you won't be able to get them open. So don't do that. Like, they're pretty slow drying. I've been like double dipping them. They don't seem to be like crazy slow drying. I don't know, we'll find out when we get to ombre. Sorry if you can hear a lot of road noise. This is a very busy, it's daytime, so it's a very busy rest area that's right next to I-40, so it's loud. You know what's another thing I really like about this brush is it fans out quite a bit. I do like that. I find that the Virgo and Gem brush, although I've learned to love it, does not fan out very well. Again, I like it now. When I first used them, I was like, uh-oh, am I gonna like this? And they do have replacement brushes, but anyway. These brushes, this seems to fan out quite a bit. which is nice. They don't seem to be too thick, so that's good. This is definitely very thin. The base is very thin. And I seem to be able to get it on my like side walls really well with this brush, so that's nice. I've heard that these liquids are like Triple D's liquids. I've heard that they're like a exact dupe for them, but I've never used Triple D's liquids, so I don't know. And also I thought Triple D's liquids came in a 3-pack, so I do think Tomicca makes a 3-step too, so maybe those are the ones they're talking about, but that is what I've heard. Didn't seem completely dry yet. There we go. I may come back and do another dip once I decide. I haven't decided which finger I'm gonna ombre on yet, but whichever one I decide, I may come back and I think I will ombre on my middle finger. Actually, I might do one more on my pointer just because I want to get my. I don't feel like my cuticle line is perfect. And that is going to bother me, so. And I don't think they're too thick just yet. I mean, they're kind of thick, but that's okay. This color was a lot more translucent than I thought it was gonna be, and I know there are a lot of people out there that like translucent colors, they like the jelly colors. I'm not into it. So, if I have those more translucent colors, I will do extra dips of them. Oops, got it on my finger. It's okay. Oops, I flooded the cuticle. Help! I like super flooded that cuticle. Oh my gosh. That's fun. Okay, well, hopefully, here's a good test to see how quickly they dry. Not too quickly. That's good. So they're slow drying enough to clean up your cuticle. So that's good to know. Perfect. See, even if you flood your cuticle and you mess it up, you can still get that perfect cuticle. And once I file and buff that, it's gonna come out real nice. It's not gonna look all flooded or messed up at all. One of my favorite, if you've watched my past videos before, you'll know this metal file is like one of my favorites to get right in there so that you can get that perfect cuticle. Okay, so light color done. After that, we'll do the dark color. I always do glitter last. So, and Twilight, gosh, isn't that a pretty color? It's so pretty. So pretty. I do think these liquids go on a bit thicker than my triple vitamin do, which might make for more filing, buffing. I totally messed up my apex on that one. Luckily my thumb is like not one that needs a good apex, so. That's what happens when you think about 15 things at once. Oh shit, fuck. Okay. Make sure you give it enough time. Whoops. This color has great coverage. Just wiping my brush off because I was noticing a lot of it's getting like a dark tinge to it. Which, you know, happens with dark colors and reds. They will do that. Honestly, like, if I could, I would have a bottle just for darks and just for reds and one just for glitters and one just for light colors. I mean, I don't, but if I could, I would. That'd be the way to not contaminate your liquids, but it happens. A little bit of contamination is to be expected. Okay. Dark colors against the cuticle, that's always a fun time. I push towards the cuticle and then pull out. I do find that this brush, it fans out, but it like also like sits on top, like it's thick. It like sits on top of each other. I don't know if that makes any sense, but it's like a thick brush. So like, although it's fanning out, it's still kind of standing tall, which is kind of making it difficult to control. Not super, I'm not like, I don't hate it or anything, but it's just something I've noticed right there. But y'all know I've used a lot of liquids, so I'm kind of picky about so many things when it comes to liquids. And the brushes and all of that stuff. God, this color. So pretty. Oh, I got a buckle. No. If you catch the buckle soon enough, you can pat it down. And that actually was really easy to fix, so that's good. Can't even tell. Does anybody else have a Ring camera? Isn't it freaking creepy when you like pull it up and you're like looking at it and you're just like expecting a ghost to pop up? Like every time. I'm like, do I want to look or do I not want to look? I don't know. It scares me. I don't want to see a ghost. Do you guys believe in ghosts, or is it just me? And I know some of you do. You have to, right? Okay. So there's the dark color. I think I got close enough to my cuticle that I'm okay with it. I don't know, man. How thick are they? Thick enough that I don't really want to do another dip, so it's fine. Okay. Dust off really well with that dark color. It's so pretty though. Okay. Let's do our glitter. This is Breezeway. And always with our little plastic baggies so we can tap down the glitters. Do a dip of clear. Almost forgot. That's the Adrada clear. I'm really loving it, actually. I need to buff these little nail thingies down. They'll come off when I buff. Okay. Just gonna use a light, fluffy brush. All right. I always do just like 2 full dips of my glitters. There's like Twilight is in that brush. And I always lay flat in my glitter. And usually I'd like tap it to lay them flat, but like this color is weird. Like there's not like enough clear in it, maybe? I mean, there's enough clear in it, but it could stand to have more clear in it, in my opinion. Because it feels a little... Oh shit, fuck. That was not what I meant to do. What I meant to do is show how it kind of like moves like cakey powder does. Like it doesn't just like move around in the jar, which I mean is good and bad because it means you're gonna get full coverage on your dips. Like I could just do like 1 dip of this glitter, except for my nail would be too thin in my opinion. I could have done a couple more dips of clear underneath it. So that's good. But if it was a chunkier glitter with very little clear in it, it'd be more difficult to work with, I think, in my opinion. But it's pretty, isn't it? Beautiful? Beautiful? It's so pretty. Like, I really don't even think I need another dip of this. I'm just gonna dip in what I spilled. It's like as if you were dipping into a cupcake liner, right? That almost worked. There we go. If you're at home thinking, oh my god, she's a mess. Yes, I know, okay? Don't know what you want from me. God, why do I want to do my ombre on my pointer finger now? Like, now that I've got to this point. But I feel like I've done too many dips, and I'm gonna have to do it on my middle finger. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay, Rachel. It's gonna be okay. I'm so incredibly indecisive. Ask my husband, he'll tell you. No, middle finger, dummy. God. Got a glitter on there. Okay. I need to like clean this brush out. It's got like glitters and twilight in it. I'm just gonna rub it very vigorously to try and get everything out of it. Okay. Wait, you can't see what I'm doing. Okay. So if you've not seen me ombre before, I always tap like over my finger first. You can see how much of that is like on my actual finger. Just so I can get it really, really thick right by my cuticle. Because I think that really makes your ombre. And the fact that this glitter doesn't have very much clear in it means it's kind of difficult to ombre with. But it also goes on really thick, which is nice. I'm just gonna put a little bit of base on my toothpick and pick up some of these glitters to place them. Because a perfect ombre is one that has glitters placed. I can promise you that. Dust that off a little bit. I'm gonna do one more pass of ombre because I just want it to be blended a little better. think that looks pretty good. It's a pretty high up ombre, but I don't hate it. I've made a mess. You can always take your toothpick or whatever you have and just kind of, even like your nail on your other hand, and just kind of take off glitters if you think they're like up too high or you don't like them. Perfectly fine. And right now I'm just kind of spreading the glitters right here. I kind of wanted to bring that ombre down a little bit further. I thought it came up too high. So I took some off, and then I just, to unharshen that line that was there, I'm just kind of moving the glitters around and out a little bit more. And luckily this base does not dry too quickly. There. I think I'm pretty happy with that. Pat down. I did not. Hopefully that'll pat down. Another good thing, again, this is silver glitters, which I always love working with because if you buff them a little bit, they don't lose their pigment, so it's like you can't really tell. All right, let's do a dip of clear. Now that I've made a huge mess everywhere. Literal glitter everywhere. So this is a glitter clear. That is something that I absolutely recommend having two of, is clear, if nothing else. Make sure you go real thick on your glitters too when you're doing your clear dip. So you can cover all the parts. Oof, that brush. That needs work. I don't get glitter on my other fingers. Okay, I'm gonna vigorously again try and get all of those glitters out of the brush. Just not working very well. Okay, well, I'll show you what to do in case you can't get all the glitters out of the brush. If when you're putting it on, it lays the glitter down, you can just take a toothpick and just pick it off. A lot of times these glitters will stick in the brush, and then when you let it set, overnight or over the next week or whatever, the glitters will loosen themselves up from the brush and they will fall to the bottom of the jar, and you don't really have to worry about it. Should have opened that before. is also the top coat. Yikes. Okay, I'm gonna try and clean up some of these glitters because this is crazy. Okay, then we activate. Yes, that's the activator. I gotta tell you, that activator smells fucking awful. Like, really bad. Like, burning hair. It does not smell great at all. So we're gonna let the activator do its job for a minute. Let's file and buff these bad boys. God, I cannot get over how badly that activator smells. Like, usually I'll use the activator over and over again. I think that needs to wait longer before, just to like clean this up so I can like see what I'm doing, but I really don't want to open that bottle again unless I have to. It smells so badly, like burnt hair, like so badly. I don't want to use it again. Let's give it a good like 2 minutes. Okay, I'm gonna treat this top coat the same way I treat any and every top coat, and that is put the activator on, wait 2 minutes, and then top coat. Also, I wanna say these bitches are thick, like especially these two fingers, like not so much these dark ones, but I feel like that's probably the dip powder. Like, I feel like it was more translucent than I wanted, so I had to do more dips. And they ended up thick. That's okay though. I mean, can you tell from this way or from like this? Also, I will say I hate my application. I don't think I was able to get close to my cuticle at all on any of my fingers. And I think that's because of the brush. All right, 2 minutes. Okay. Activator, super smelly activator. Oh God, it smells so bad. Minutes. Just while we're waiting, I want to show you. This does have directions on the back of the box, which is kind of cool. It doesn't really give you a lot of instruction, I will say. Just says to put on activator and then put on top coat, but I just know from experience that if you go straight from activator to top coat, it'll do its job and it'll harden your brush, because that's what activator does, is it makes it hard. So that's why I don't do that. This is cute. And we're gonna wipe. Always wipe. Lint-free wipe, I prefer personally. All right, this base top coat. Hopefully it's shinier. I'm gonna have to buff it off or. Seems like it's shiny so far. I mean, you never know until it dries, honestly. Why is that so shiny though? Please stay that shiny. It seems like super shiny. Like, hopefully it stays this shiny. Like, okay, I'm going to let this dry for a few more minutes and then get a picture. I feel like it's gonna stay shiny, guys. It's definitely not self-leveling. I don't know if you can tell on my thumb, but I'm starting to be able to see like little stuff like right there. You know what I mean? But it is pretty shiny. Like maybe a third coat would go far, but I don't do that with other liquids, so I'm not gonna do it with these ones. But they still seem pretty shiny. So what did you guys think of that video? I don't like these liquids. I don't like them at all, especially once I got it all done and I was able to try and take pictures. I'm super picky about my cuticle line. Like, you guys know this, right? So when I got all finished and I saw that my cuticle line looks like they're 2 weeks grown out, I'm like, never gonna get a good picture. I freaked me out. And that's because the brush was like way too thick. Like you had like zero control over that. Like, honestly, I feel like I should have just like flooded my cuticles and then used my toothpick to clean it up. Would have made it easier than trying to get just like a clean cuticle line. But the easiest way is to just not use these liquids. Just don't use them. And that activator smelled like burnt hair. And I don't know if you know what that smells like, but it smells awful. Don't do it. Just don't, girl, don't do it. Like 3 out of 10. On these liquids. If you're in a pinch and you need something quick and they can get to you like overnight from Amazon and they're like cheap, they're only $10 on Amazon, then I suppose that they are something that you can use until you get something better. But that's really all I would use these for. So I hope that you liked this video. If you did like this video, give it a like. If you're not subscribed already, go ahead and subscribe. All of the links to everything is down below. All of my other socials and my group and my Amazon list and everything else that you could possibly need to know. You can ask me any questions you would like in the comments down below, or you can hit me up on Facebook or on Instagram or whatever. Okay, thank you for being here, you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next week on time. Bye! I've been really MIA. For somebody who doesn't like Christmas, I sure have been super fucking busy. I am home now, so I should be able to be on time next week. And I really don't have anything planned for the next week, so it shouldn't really be hard at all. Are you guys interested in a makeup video? Because I was planning on doing a lashes video because I feel like I've kind of figured out my way anyways of putting on strip lashes. I'm not saying it's the right way, but so I feel like I could like show you guys. I'm gonna have to like sit like this because I don't have a very nice camera, but if that is something that you guys would like to see, please let me know. I might do a little video like on an intro and outro, or just another video if you're interested about my perfumes and shit, because somebody once asked me about that. So if you're interested in seeing those things, let me know. Hello again. Hello and welcome back. Hello again. Hello. Hello. Do you want to talk about the stuff I have on my lips right now? Today I went with this sleep mask underneath, and then I did not line my lips. I just put on this is Kylie also. During Christmas time, they usually have like the little packs of Kylie like liquid lipsticks that you can get. This is in the color Autumn. You're not going to be able to see that. It's a matte liquid in the color Autumn. But always put, like I said before, always put something underneath to moisten. Is anybody offended by that word? My bad. To, you know, soften up your lips and whatever the fuck. Do you like my Christmas present to myself? Better for the environment and better for me because I drink more water. I'm gonna go see my nephew that I haven't seen in like 2 years. I'm so excited. I gotta go, okay? I'll talk to y'all later. Okay, bye.